All right. This presentation will focus on the background of spearmint and its uses. To begin with a little bit of general background information on the spearmint plant, its scientific name is Mentha spicata, meaning spearmint or spiked mint. It falls in the family Lamaceae, and its growth cycle is perennial, meaning it will pop up again every spring. It is native to Europe, although it has spread to other regions of the world since its initial growth. And there are roughly 38 different species that exist. As briefly discussed before, spearmint lies within the Lamaceae family, and we are going to dive a little deeper into that. So here is a very broad phylogenetic tree where there are various plant species stemming from common ancestors. And way at the top here, circled in red, is the Mentha spicata. It also references its flower here on the right by letter B, where it just shows its general looks, and we'll get into that more a little bit later. Then here is a more broken down phylogenetic tree that focuses more on the species itself. As we can see here, there are other types of mentha, such as the Mentha piperata, which is peppermint, and Mentha aquatica, which is watermint. And then we also have the Mentha spicata, the peppermint. Moving on to the plant description, the spearmint plant has simple and opposite leaves, as can be seen here in the image by the stalk where they're growing opposite each other. And the stalk is relatively smooth and square, as can be seen right here. The leaves, as we can see in the upper left-hand corner, have a lanceolate to ovate shape, as can be seen, and its margins are toothed to serrated based on the ridges that are present along the outside, as can be seen there. The leaves also have pinnate venation and are highly aromatic when picked. They smell very good, very minty, and they contain volatile oil that is very high in flavonoids. This image here goes into more detail about the flower. As can be seen here in the middle, there are 4 stamens in the center, 2 of which are long and 2 of which are short. There are 5 petals and 5 sepals throughout the flower, which also aid in indicating the Mentha spicata is a dicot. And there are seed capsules that form as the flower matures and contain 4 nutlets. Moving on to the life cycle, as previously mentioned, this is a perennial, so it will follow that growth cycle. As can be seen in this image here, in the spring, the Mentha spicata begins to germinate. As it moves into the summer, it starts to flower, building up a strong root system, and it begins to produce seeds. When it comes time for fall, it stops flowering, it stops producing as many seeds, and in the winter, it just lies dormant until spring comes around again, where it can begin to germinate, revamp that root system, keep growing, and move into summer to grow flowers and create seeds, and it just pretty much follows that entire life cycle until the plant dies. As far as uses go for spearmint, there are endless amounts as it is an edible plant. Often being utilized in the culinary world, it can be used to make a variety of teas, jellies, syrups, sauces, and be used for garnishes, or really uses anything to enhance the flavor of dishes. There are also numerous medicinal uses for spearmint, as it is high in antioxidants and flavonoids, as mentioned earlier. In many cases, it can be used as an antimicrobial agent due to the phenolic compounds it contains, and be used as a topical anti-inflammatory, which will help with like muscle aches and pains. Mentha spicata can also be used to treat gastrointestinal ailments such as abdominal pain and indigestion because it can relax the stomach muscles. Similarly, it can be used for headaches and nausea because it can reduce tension and, like mentioned before, relax the stomach. There are so many other uses for spearmint that are out there, and it just sort of scratches the surface as to what people know and what can still be discovered about it. And here are the references.